Hey rebels, hey rebels, hey rebels, hey rebels. Okay, so we're gonna jump straight into part two. Um, in regards to this whole Jack and Rose Titanic is type of situation. It is a lot of tension in what is it's a lot of tension on this table and ain't nothing even hit the table yet. Child, let me tell you. So what we are gonna be focusing on now is the iceberg, the dwelling, the entanglement. What the heck happened? Now, I don't know if you came from part one. If you did not come from part one, feel free to go back and watch part one. But jumping here in part two, this may be a message, even if you don't see part one or part three, because this is a three-parter. There may be a message in here for you, for a situation scenario that you are a part of in this current moment, or something that you have simply been observing with your own eyes and maybe even your peripheral view. Who knows? So right here we have the thunderbolt and we have a aloneness. Jack and Rose. Jack and Rose. What the heck happened? Now, yes, we know that Jack was from impoverished background. Rose was about luxury and, all that fancy, swanky stuff. And that at the end of the movie Titanic, Rose, she survived, Jack didn't. But also, as well, Jack in this format is a part of a mental mentality, a matrix per se, a type of behavior that is being demised of, if that's even a way of phrasing it. So we are going to get the size. Let's see. So obviously, both parties realize in one way or another that there is a tower happening, and they are not seeing eye to eye, or do they? And they just don't feel that they see eye to eye to each other's situation. So let's jump into this and see where this is gonna go. I'm feeling there is a message of nostalgia, like deja vu, nostalgic deja vu, like you've been in this situation before. I'm hearing Sleeping Beauty. It's time to wake up. That song, I Know You, I Walked With You Once Upon a Dream. But I'm also hearing Meet. So is it that you walked this dream before and now you're running from it? That you're no longer wanting to be a part of this repeated cycle, and that you're tired that you're ready to get off the goddamn hamster wheel. Let's have a gather. Let's see. So we have. Did I have these? Yes, I had these upside down. Revolution. There are many faces, many people paying attention. Notice that the phoenix is arising from this one person's temple, while there are others looking back, others looking side, others looking sideways, all over the place. Transformation, a radical change. Give up the old to make way for the new. Quantum leap. The tension that I'm feeling, honey, is that it is most definitely time for whatever this is to obliterate itself and just be done. But we finna see what happen. Once again, use your discernment. It's your situation. Whatever you choose in life for you is of you. This is for entertainment purposes, although even in entertainment, when we, like, for instance, when we watch television programming and movies, something may relate to us, and we might want to use that sound device for our own situation. So take what you need, leave behind what just no longer matters, because within this revolution we have a celebration. So whatever this tower is, whether it's due to messed up circumstances, whatever it may be, even if it's due to, exceptional circumstances, let it be what it would be, okay? It's happening for a reason. Let it happen. Don't hold on to it. But for those of us who are not in a coupled situation or a boss, authority, employee, parent, whoever's not feeling the stress from those situations right now in this moment, sit back, relax, and let's just see what this show is about to be about. So we have doubt. It says, please stop doubting our connection, child. If you don't stop, beginnings. So doubts of a new beginning. All right. Who not believing and who needs to believe? Then we have universal medicine over doubt. And we have how do you say this? Child. I have no clue how to say this. I'm gonna definitely Google it later. But right now, what I'm noticing is that there is a ball with a whole bunch of eyes on it. So once again, just like this revolution, and I wanted to say that, but we ain't even gonna try to read it right now because my brain and my mouth is not working with the function of whatever that word is, and I'm sure that I know it later on once we get up off this thing. But right now, I really want to get this energy up off me. It's a lot of eyes watching this situation. And what I'm receiving from there's a lot of eyes watching this situation is that don't mind that at all. But yeah, shit is falling apart. Shit is going to shit and shit is going to hell and shit is falling and chapters are closing and new things, new blank pages are emerging and other people are watching and paying attention. So therefore, do be careful of how you being a part of whatever situation this is can influence others who may wind up in this situation that you care about, others who may be of the youthful mindset who may never seen these situations act out, and do realize that you are being an example. So do lead by example on whichever side that you land on throughout this message. By all means, use your thinking skills. Use your thinking skills and upgrade and evolve your thinking skills during this message if you please, and if you're able to, and if you know those triggers start to it's like a car. I'm hearing a car, like when you start a car and it's like you gotta you're trying to get this car to start up, but it's not. It's the battery's dead, honey. The battery's dead. Whatever. The battery is dead. So let's see if the battery is dead, that this situation is no longer a situation, or that we can come to some type of understanding. Will Jack make it through this time? Because once again, like I said in part one, it's amazing how we watch movies and not everyone realized that there are alternate endings to even the movies and the films that are produced. It's all about that one decision that was made can change everything. It could change everything. Either, set you back, leave you stagnant, move you forward. It's all up to the individual involved in the situation. So think for yourself. Don't try to sit here and assume anybody else. Let's move along. We have book. And we have ruins. This is giving me what was that movie? Gone with the Wind. When he was on a horse and he was riding off. And someone said, I believe it's Gone with the Wind, and it's also the cards over here remind me of that as well. It was said that when he was riding off in the horse and up into the sunset, that he was actually dead. I think that was Gone with the Wind. Maybe, don't know. But he was, that he was slunched over and that he died. And this book right here is giving me that, once again, this story has been lived before. You're not the first one to go through whatever this is that is happening and that is being endured. So don't feel that no one understands. We listen and we don't judge. And that's exactly what we're about to get into. We're about to listen and not judge. So let's see what's the personal connections and matters is that on this one side, okay, so this side is going to be Rose. This side is going to be Jack. Switch the roles as you need, as you feel necessary. Moving. Oh. Boxed up. Environment change. Empty shit. Past. There is history. It happened. Left behind. Look back. Oh shit. Look. Shit is going crazy. Oh my gosh. Tether. Telepathic. Oh wait, telepathy. I'm sorry, telepathy, intuition, dream, heart song. So Rose moving on. Rose moving on. Rose said, I'm tired of this shit. I'm done. That's how Rose is feeling on the inside. That's internal. That's internal, right? But the question is, has Rose expressed that? What is Rose doing to meet herself? To meet, like I said, change, feminine, whatever. Over here, and excuse me, I have a cold. But I had to work through and get this message out because I kept on hearing, my heart will go on. Now, the thing that I did not mention, the song for this part two, is My Chemical Romance. Helena? Helena? See, what's the worst that I can say? Seems so better if I say so long and good night me. Look at that. And at the bottom, risque. Okay, so Rose seems like Rose is plotting. Smooth escape. Unprotected actuals, partner to partner, unsafe decisions. We gonna have, because we definitely gonna have to look into that. Okay. Yeah, ain't nothing to look into. You had enough fun. You had enough unprotected. Okay, and partner to partner. Yes, us being together anymore. It sounds like Rose is saying this is an unsafe decision for me. Or maybe it's an unsafe decision for Jack, and Jack just doesn't know it. But let's see what it is that Jack knows, what it is that Jack is going through. Cupid's arrow. Having faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation. Struck by love. Abundance. And the Phoenix. Oh, I told you, man. Oh, healthy choices. So, thus far, and this is how Jack is feeling internally. Now, what I was getting from this is that Rose might be fucking up. Rose might be wanting to go have some freedom due to this crack in this shell, but imperfections. But once again, this is how they're feeling internally. So this is internally, and I can't stress that. This is internally. So it does not mean that Rose is leaving a good guy. It does not mean that Jack is being set up for disappointment. This is just simply how they see themselves. Okay? So, let's see if there's any validation in this that they're seeing of themselves. All right, please don't hit the camera. Don't look. Somebody want to stop. Anyway, we're going to keep on going. All right, so we have the King of Cups. We have Ace of Wands. the Ten of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna pull out what I am going to. I don't want to say what I was just gonna say because that sounds too late night and adult X rated. I what's at the bottom? This cut it out. And at the bottom, who the heck is this? What did it go? Okay, so at the bottom we have a very nostalgic man looking into a drawer over a picture of his loved one. Yes, I'm gonna show it. I want to look at the details. Stack of documents, looking in the drawer, grin on the face. Rose is leaving, honey. Rose is leaving. I don't know if there's anything that can happen in this that's gonna make Rose change her mind. Rose. Okay. All right. All right. Come on, Jack. I'm gonna. We gonna break this. We gonna definitely break this down in just a moment. Just trying to get it. Is the seasons change? Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. So for over here we got the Star. Interesting. Nine of Wands. Interesting. Nine of Pentacles. Oh. And Four of Swords. Okay. Okay. So what we have. I think we need a little. Okay. So internally, Rose is ready to go. Rose is ready to go, especially like she's feeling connected to something else because I'm seeing Saturn's rings. Saturn's rings, Saturn's promises outside of this tether card with the Ace of Wands. So she's like determined to move away from whatever this situation is. Rose done had it. Rose done had it. Somebody outside serenading her, loving the cats. Oh my goodness. So I feel like Rose has been tolerating some stuff from Jack. And I'm looking at this due to the masculines, right? So you got King of Cups. Okay, so Ten of Cups. There's usually like happiness, abundance, love, family, sweet romance. And then with the King of Cups, so Rose is deeply invested in having a passionate new beginning. And with the Hermit up there, Rose is really ready to take this solo trip and ain't trying to hear anything anybody got to say. So, and then with the in the windows, there are 4 seasons. So whatever this garter belt is, I believe that's what it's called. It seems like that's evidence of Rose. Finito, I'm done. It's been enough. We go through this all the time. Farewell, finish. I love you. I love you deeply. Yes, we had something together. We had many passions together. But there's something that Jack is not seeing because it seems like with the Nine of Wands, and right here there's a gentleman serenading a woman who's in a tree, and the woman in the tree look like she don't want to be bothered. And that's a beautiful thing, you know, like being clarified with abundance, right? That's a beautiful thing that he's willing to show that side of his vulnerability. Oh, this is bad. Show that side of his vulnerability. But she seemed like she just really up there chilling and just really don't care. And then with the star and Cupid's there, like Jack really feels that Rose is the one. Under the moonlight, just basking in romance, the love, the agony of it all. He's willing to go through. Now with Nine of Pentacles, this fountain right here, and it's clarifying a phoenix. This fountain right here is a fountain of gold. But then there's a woman back here who is covered with a man's, oh my gosh. All right, so it seems as though, and then with the Four of Swords, Jack is really at rest in believing that this is a state, that he's in a stable situation. So I can see why there's so much tension on me walking into this. And it's like, we've been here before. I feel like Jack has really, he's given his heart to so many before, but he felt that he finally found the one. This is the one that he wanted. I mean, even over here on Roadside, it's like she's saying, I know that you've been there. I know you've been a great person towards me, but I have to put on my big girl pants, my big boy pants. I'm trying to pour into my cup. Look at this. I'm trying to pour into my cup until it overflows. Even though it's a whole sea. Yeah, this is like Italy or something, right? A whole sea, a whole body of water behind me. I know I got so much with you, Jack, but I'm looking for more. And I can understand how that can be rough. I can understand, like how that can be rough on Jack. But at the same time, Jack, baby, I must ask, if you are indeed Jack, do you really want to be with somebody who feels for any reason, doesn't even matter at this point, feels that there is more out there and that they are about to go out there and find it? If they're willing to let go. See, here's the thing about it. Oftentimes we feel that and this is to Jack, right? I feel for you right now, brother. Brother, sister, rose reverse. This message is for Jack, right? A lot of times what happens is that we invest so much of ourselves into someone because we've been through so much before, or we wind up finding that one person who we feel that we really connect with, and not realizing that this person as well is a lesson for us to learn when to give, when not to give, and when to sit back and observe to figure out if we should give. So what is the what is going on? What is the issue? What is it that we're not seeing here, Jack and Rose? What is it that we're not getting? So we're gonna put this right here. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. The way, ooh, okay, right. This cup tilted this way is directing me. Okay, so what do you call it? The fence, the shillings or whatever. And the cup is pointing towards Rose. Rose, honey, I did not know that things was going to turn out like this. But we going to get it out. We going to get it out before I even pull out these next cards. Jack, let her go. Let her go. Let her be. That is what I'm getting from this. Let Rose and whoever you are, do not, if this is really what you feel you need, because being a hermit, there is nothing wrong with that. And I'm looking at all this gloominess. Okay, so what I'm getting is whomever Rose is in a period of transition where, yes, she loves and wants and admires what it is that Jack has offered her, the experiences that Jack has given her. But there is a hole, there is a void in Rose that Jack cannot seem to connect to. Or Rose is not willing to be vulnerable with Jack to open up about. Now, what is this hole? What is this void? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We're going to figure that out. But Jack, on the other hand, seeing that, when you hold a cup, you hold at the hand. Jack, on the other hand, feels that there is nothing that Rose could expose to him that he wouldn't be an acceptance of. Because due to how Jack is coming off, and this is the opposite tarot, The way that Jack is coming off is that Jack has plentiful. Jack is willing to meet Rose, even at the places that Jack has already transitioned. But Rose ain't trying to hear it. Okay, we got the King of Wands. Rose ain't trying to hear it. On the surface, Rose, King of Wands over the King of Cups. Oh my gosh. That's a feisty. That's a passion. The duality. Rose is not seeing, which it may not even be the responsibility, well, the promise of Rose onto Jack to sacrifice this urge, this yearning. Though it seems very lustful in nature. Because going back to this hermit up here, it's moving around rather sneakily. And ass is out. Rose ass is out. Oh, and Jackie is the King of Cups. But for whatever freaking reason, and he's seeing himself as nurturing, right? He's seeing himself as giving. He's seeing himself as loving. But for whatever freaking reason, Rose is seeing him as Rose feels that Jack is trying to possess her. Rose is over here, and this is the way that Jack is seeing Rose. Like, you just won't let me love you. Why won't you let me care? Rose perceives herself as calm and that she's communicating and being, transparent. But Jack is seeing the darker side of Sears. Okay, back in the corner where the clearance section is at, where the lights is flickering on and off like it's a freaking horror story. But to Rose, Jack is a horror story. She sees this love and this passion, but at the same time, she don't, because she feels like it's, what they call the old ball and chain. And at the bottom, we have the Eight of Wands. So one of them, Jack, I'm assuming, is feeling like he's freely. It doesn't even matter that he's not jumping high enough to not trip his knee over this gate that he could have clearly went around. He's still taking a tough route. And we turn this other way. Rose, on the other hand, is chucking up the deuces, saying, matter of fact, mug, I'm going to shoot you a 3. I gotta go. This is scary. What is all of this about? Because it seems like, what do they say? Seems like such a lovely couple. What is it that we're not getting? Where do we want to go? Okay, let's come here. No. Okay, you're right. Let's go here. All right. Oh, okay. Spiritual awakening. Ain't it so? Healing separation. Oh, aggression. Oh, wow. Shift or be shift. Go within. Ain't that some shit? Damn, Jack. But Jack, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Somebody is going to... Something about this was another cycle for Jack. Gotta know it, gotta understand. Something about this was another cycle for Jack, and we need to figure out what the heck that cycle was all about. Because, yes, there are, like they say, hurt people. Yes, true. But as well, loving people seem to get hurt. Okay? And loving people, such as Jack, not saying that Rose isn't loving. Right now, Rose is like, I got a mission that you're simply not a part of. Loving people who have went through so much, who have given so much of themselves, need to learn when enough is enough, and when their love is, it's so crazy because part 1, the song was Suffocate. Yeah, part one, the song was Suffocate. So Rose can't breathe with the love and the passion that Jack is giving. Because I'm looking at these waves in the back, the currents, the birds. Jack has a lot. It's a whole bunch of birds back here. The waves are just crashing in. And roses over here in the meadow of roses, all into her own. I mean, like I'm freaking fucking serious. There are roses in this picture. Rose is about herself right now, and this ain't even look at the back. Right, Rose is about Rose right now. Rose say, I don't know what it is. All I know is I'm suffocating, and I don't know what it is. Yes, all of this is fairy tale throughout the season, fairy tales, dreams. But I gotta go. And Rose says, I am enough. 11:11. Let go of expectations. What is that about? Let go of expectations. Let go of expectations. There's more roses in that picture. So much so my hand, like, ain't even gonna reach for it. But at the same time, as much as my hand, like, this is how my hand is, like, it's, okay, my hand is very loose, but at the same time, right here, it's rather tight. Like I could feel Jack just wanting to grip her. Just, hey, baby, come back. You could blame it all on me. I don't care what it is. Rose, looking at Rose. This is so unfortunate, but it's fortunate. Bittersweet, right? Bittersweet. Gotta look at the positives, even within the negatives. And Rose seems to be butterfly affecting back to the past, pulling up a steel levee from a wishing well. I'm wondering what that's about too. Oh, and Jack, look, here's a message. Kundalini activation. Cleansing karma. Jack, let it go. Let it go. Let it happen. Grieve it how you need to grieve it. Just don't go creating any more karma for yourself. Because to whomever Jack is, Jack, oh, honey, let me tell you. Karma has been my best friend and still is. And part of what makes karma my best friend is because karma has been staying with me throughout my cycles as I have been karma, and karma, has come on to me. And what you learn through karma is the more karma you cleanse out, there's that positive that comes back to you. So don't be spiteful. Grieve how you need to grieve. But as I said before, at the same time, do not add more onto your plate as far as things that's going to come back to you and attack. Because this may simply just be, this whole situation with Rose may simply just be residue from something that you forgot about, right? And can I remember what that was me and Karma's most recent lesson? What was me and Karma's most recent lesson that we went through? Oh, there it is. Here's a little tea for you. Most recently, so let me see. That was, damn. Okay, about 20 years ago. I did something with somebody who I shouldn't have done something with because they had a commitment of their own with somebody else. And most recently, a few years ago, a friend of mine did something with someone who I was dealing with. And they think that I don't know, but life has a way of giving you the answers that you need without having to do a compilation of conversations with other people trying to pick and pry through the truth. And I just, when I realized, like when it touched me, like, oh, so that just happened a few years ago was karma returning the energy that I gave off over 20 years ago. I said, okay, well, you know what? That's good. Now I'm done with that. Prayfully, we're done with that lesson. Prayfully, the comeback, you know, we're done with that. We observed it. We looked at it. We said, this is what happened. This is what happened in retaliation due to boomerang energy. And we're okay. So, Jack, no spite, no retaliation, no revenge. Keep on moving. And I'm saying that High Priestess, High Priestess, expanding consciousness on both behalves. That's all this is. Now, yes, there's love, there's affection, there's nostalgia, there was many lessons in this situation. There was many happy times throughout this situation that coddled those lessons. Did you learn them? Both sides. Did you learn them? Because the thing about it is that people say that they want a forever commitment. And a lot of times people don't realize the things that happen during forever that wind up making you realize that you committed to what you was going to commit to, and that you did your time in the insane asylum, and that, you're ready to leave. So okay, I would like to know on Jack end, what is the cycle? And on Rose end, what is the expectation that she is looking back to the past? Trying to tell me, Rose, honey, I'm telling you, if you came from the first reading, now once again, this could be a separate reading from the first and from the third. But if you coming from the first reading and you resonated with Rose in that first reading, honey, you're going to get what it is that you're looking for. And that's all it is that I can say about it. And just be honest and truthful to yourself about yourself and how it is that you choose to proceed on. That's it. That's all. Once again, we listen and we don't judge. While we got our pinkies up sipping on this tea. Okay, so for Rose. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this isn't for Rose. This is for the middle. It says real feelings. You share true romantic feelings worth exploring. So yes, this was intentional. This was an intentional connection. And it was purposeful for you to be a part of this connection. Shift or be shifted. It was purposeful for you to be a part of this connection during a time that this connection was happening, whether this past, present, or this is something that is going to come up later on in the future. There was a reason. Now it's up to you two individually, not together, it seems, because Rose has made a choice. Jack needs to see it for what it is. And I'm not saying that Jack is having a hard time seeing it for what it is. And maybe you are, Jack, and this is just clarity for you of what it is, confirmation of what it is that you've been feeling is going on with your other. And interesting, I'm seeing right here where it is. Let me see. So that's fall, winter, spring, summer. Oh, wow. Yeah. Rose, hunt. Ooh. There's a person standing right here staring at the lake. So out into the horizons once again. Not saying that this is going to happen during summertime, but I know about a summertime energy. And I'm telling you, summertime energy is not just we outside. Summertime energy is exploring. Okay. Deep swallow on that one. Rose, what is it that you are looking back for? Burning desires, flames of passion ignited. Rose is looking for something spicy. And I know, okay, so the something spicy that Rose is looking for is a feeling that because all of this might have been too much for Rose. It seemed like Rose may have wished for all this, and Rose wanted the seriousness. Rose wanted the commitment. Rose wanted the year-round investment. Rose wanted to have someone dedicated and determined to it. But something about Rose's past life, Rose experience, maybe even hot girl summer type energy. Um, that rose needs to go back. Because here's the thing, and maybe that's why the pond is right there. Sometimes we need to go back just a little bit to dip our toe in the water to see if that's really what we wanted, to see if that's really what we was missing, or if we had learned that lesson. And crazy, because that's where Jack is right now. Jack gave Rose a chance, and Rose might have had something about her that was a little bit spicy from Jack's past. And Jack went back, and Jack probably went back to save Rose from herself. Like, hey, I've healed that. I've worked on that. I've salvaged that within myself. Let me love you through it. Let me be there with you through it. And Rose not even paying attention to what the heck is up in that bucket. It's blacked out. Rose paying attention to that butterfly that is strangely, oh my gosh, that is strangely attached to a chain. Some people gotta learn on their own through experience versus being told. And you just gotta let them. Jack, what cycle? Come on, Jack. What cycle is it that you are closing? Forever Young, a song of youthful plainness. Jack ain't got no time to play. Somebody missing out on a good partner. I'm sorry, not somebody's missing a good partner. Somebody is looking for their partner, and their partner is Jack. Just plain and simple. Plain and simple. Like, and then at the proposal, your romance is about to evolve and level up. And I say both of them are about to level up in their own ways. In their own ways, right? Rose is going to go back, and Rose is going to experience that fire and desire. And who knows? Rose might stay in it. Or Rose may say, you know what? I missed out. I had what it is that I wanted, thinking that there was something still there in the past for me. And, I let it go. And hopefully, if that's the case, Rose can recover from that. Jack, on the other hand, Jack has learned. Jack has learned, will learn, and Jack will make it through. Both of them are going to make it through and wind up exactly where they choose that they're going to be. Jack, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, honey. All right, let's get some. Where is it that we can have a meeting of the minds and meet in the middle somewhere? Meeting of the minds. So there's an understanding coming through. 4 of Wands and Page of Wands. All right, so 4 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Fiery. Okay, new beginnings. Things are starting over for them both. They're both getting what they want. Whoever you are, you're both gonna get what you want. Whatever it is that the one who isn't ready to let go yet, or felt that they need to let go now, whoever that is, you're gonna realize that it's okay to let go, and that you do not want to hold on to something that does not want you to hold on to them. And you're going to see your worth, and you're going to know your value, and you're going to sit over there and show that regardless of what it is, those flames that was there once before, you can start that flame up again. For the one who's leaving and departing from the situation and leaving someone that was good for them, in an aspect, right? Because there's aspects to us all. Whoever's leaving and saying, I need to go off on my own journey, whether that's back, forth, then forth, who knows? They're gonna have to learn how to start their own fire. They're gonna find themselves in a place where they're remembering back to and reflecting on someone such as Jack and what it is that they taught them. Once they figure out what it is that they're going back to the past for. And at the bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. Now, what I'm noticing from this is that the cups are being held behind each other's back. So you both got so much from this situation. So it's okay. It is every little thing. It's gonna be all right. I would sing, but like I said, I'm rather sick. Sniffles and all. You both, together and apart, appreciate each other, value each other. Because what I'm hearing is with this, especially with this infinity that's looking, the infinity, the eight, the constant spiral, what I'm hearing is that appreciate that it was them. Jack, appreciate that it was Rose, that you went through this with Rose. Rose, appreciate that it was Jack that you went through this with, because it could have been so many other potential choices of people, which mean that it could have been so many different outcomes to this situation. And the most important lesson from this is to remember, no matter how we come together, we're all on our own individual journeys, and that we come across each other to experience each other for one reason, many reasons, and others. So before I get to that deck, let's look at this one. And can you tell me, is there anything, any focus, any formal focus that both of these parties should work on or keep with them in their progressing on their own journeys? Prickly defenses, boundaries caused by past hurts block you. Be patient. Cause, I don't even say boundaries, but we're going to go with it because that's what it is that I saw in my mind's eye. Caused by past hurts block you. Be patient. Endure, protect, and grow. Don't have regrets. Cherish the moments together. And let go of lingering disputes and make peace together. Yeah, so everything that we done said in this whole thing is relevant. It seems that whether you are splitting up and dividing and going into your own separate, that your lanes are merging away from each other. Cherish those missed chances, those opportunities that, you didn't further invest in with each other. Because especially if you two didn't have any extreme ties with each other, meaning kids, meaning contracts, other than, the contract, the universal contract, it is time to let go and know that you're both protected. Due to your own discernment, you are protected. Know when to call enough, and say thank you. Now, how you say thank you is depending on you and your situation, because some people might have to get a energetic thank you from the other side of the world, because things could be just that prickly and dangerous. And others of you, you may actually be able to sit down and have a conversation. And some of you, oh my goodness, who is this? For whatever reason, I just heard makeup schmecks. No pun intended. It says a hard climb, many issues to deal with, or difficult conversations. And you know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of that labyrinth from the movie Labyrinth. Matter of fact. And there's rose petals, or these what do they call them? Cherry blossom petals. Either which way, There's many directions that you can go. You got to take the next step or land in the darkness and be miserable. Let's get some. Are we moving on to advice or, oh, okay. We are about to wrap this up because honey, I thought that it was going to be somebody cheat on somebody. And they might have. But this seems like a very civil departure. What better? So it's a tough conversation, but it can be had very civilly if both sides permit it. Okay, and then we have love and wow. Yeah. Jack. You tried. You tried. You did it. Matter of fact, you didn't even try. You did it. You did it. But honey over here got on her red. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. See, this is how Jack's seen her. But this is what she feels she needs to be. Or change the. You could put a suit on her. You could put. You could put some. I don't know, some casual on her and make her him. You could put a suit on. Y'all know how to use your imagination, change the roles as needed. Top and bottom, please. Top and bottom, please. Have faith. Another cross. Okay. We don't. No false idols. Gonna cover that boo-tang up. Have faith in sexuality. What? Have faith in sexuality? Oh, have faith that you're enough. Have faith that you're enough. That what is meant for you is going to be for you, and what is meant for you is waiting to meet you. But first, you have to meet it. And then, ain't that something? It says, bring that in closer. Pay attention to the signs. Let me look at this. There's an owl in the tree. And another. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs. You both. Or whomever it is that is here that I am speaking to. Where do we want to go? Are we done? No. Okay. Is there anything else that we should, focus on? Rose should allow trust in the process, seeing that is Rose's choice. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Trust in the process, Rose. Something telling me you're going to need it, and it's okay. It's okay. Even if wherever you're heading to seems to be shit from hell, you needed to go back to that shit from hell for whatever reason. And I have faith that this is going to be your last time touching bases on that, because either you're going to get stuck there by choosing to be there, or you're going to say, fuck this shit. I've had better, and I'm going to go get better. It just may not be with Jack. That's going to... Jack, once again, discernment, clear vision. Pay attention to Jack. You got so much knowledge. You got so much knowledge, so much wisdom. So I wanted to say, lay that pipe down. Lay that pipe down. And then happiness. Everybody's going to be okay. It says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So whatever it is that you individuals choose to do for yourself, and then diamond dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. Beautiful. Can we get some positivity for these two? This was a heck of an iceberg. Iceberg, icebreaker. Get the fuck out the front door. Okay. When you go outside, you stay outside. It says me. 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 Everybody choosing themselves. So it says, I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. Please, y'all, let this be a peaceful departure. All of this is saying peaceful departure. So let's not get triggered in our egos and just be catty or animalistic for any freaking reason, and just allow, you know, this could be a good goodbye. Maybe neither one of you have had a good goodbye or a good farewell. So long, farewell, so long, something, something, my friend. I don't know. Maybe all the endings that y'all have ever had were chaotic and just full of crap. Because I'm telling you, when I came in here, that's what it felt like. It felt like chaos. It felt like straight up shit. Felt like the bull when the funk hits the fan type of stuff. No, acceptance. Okay, that's the message from Jack to Rose. Acceptance. And from Rose to Jack, creation. So Jack accepts. Jack accept that Rose is doing what she needs to do for her. Say thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for sharing in the moments with me. Thank you for the experiences. Thank you for allowing me to show up for you and so I could see what my worth was, how I am able to be there, how I am able to be the rock and be strong, and how I am able to translate my vulnerability into positivity. Rose, on the other hand, say thank you to Jack. Say, Jack, thank you for creating a view for me, a POV for me that I can now go back into the past for whatever reason I need to go back there for. We don't know. That's Rose and her business. But whatever I need to go back there for, whether it be for a person or whether it be for a part of myself that I felt that I left back there that I need to go back and repair. Thank you for creating that confidence and that esteem in me for me to be able to see myself. Whether I'm out here being a Tatiana or whether I'm just about to, just go fix and repair some stuff and maybe get back to it. And even if I don't get back to, Jack, don't wait. Jack, don't wait. Don't wait, because this could take a long time. This could take a while. Okay? And I see what the gray over here on this man here. Jack, that wizardry stuff, watch yourself, bro. Okay? You know better. Go live life. I know it's going to be hard. Don't hold on. Okay? That's just advice. You don't, suggestion. Okay? Rose, once again, say thank you. Thank you for all the confidence and all the stuff that you brought up to surface and the ego checks and everything else, because at the bottom, listen to life. Listen to life. Signs and symbols guide me to success. Didn't we get that someplace else? We got that plenty places else. I listen and I discover the way to the internal. We listen and we don't judge. Spirit, is there anything else? Yeah, no, yes, no. Okay. We're going to pull from here, and then we are going to leave these people go ahead and have their conversation. They talk, whatever. Let's see. Do we have a starting point? There we go. Restrictions. Me restrictions. Restrictions me. Limitations and hindrance. Don't do the blame game. Don't do the blame game. Say, I feel, if it's about your feelings. I think, if it's an absolution. Okay? And do on both sides. When the other one says, I feel, realize you are not responsible for their feelings and that they have the right to feel however it is that they do. Now, should you act onto someone how you feel, if that someone feels that your feelings may be violating or violating or disagreeable? No, you do not do that. So let this be a conversation. With the way her head is laying on her shoulder and the flowers all around, I'm believing that you all should be fine. But once again, I'm not in your situation. I'm just simply giving a layout to a potential that, a potential approach that you can, approach. All right. And then for, belch, yep, felt it. Oh, it's not, oh, yeah, this going to be a tough conversation, even though it seems very simplistic right here. Tough conversation because I got one of them air bubbles in my throat. It feels like, like how they say a frog in my throat. Yeah. Okay. So for Rose, we have space age, outcast, Lona. Rose needs to do this. It's not even about love for Jack or no love for Jack. Rose needs to do this for Rose, because if Rose don't go do this, she gonna cause problems. And then if Rose don't go do this, there's gonna be a lot of secrets kept from Jack. There's gonna be a lot of secrets, deception, and it might even be over nothing stuff. Jack might find out something later on. Let's say y'all proceed for. Jack may actually look at this, whatever the secrets, whatever this past is that Rose is going through. Jack may actually look. You could have told me about it. You could have shared that with me. I would have supported you. But the thing about it is that we succeed best when we're able to be responsible and aware of ourselves. And sometimes we can't be aware of ourselves when we're carrying, and not carrying in a, you're a burden type of sense, Jack. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Jack. But carrying someone else's presence in consideration, considering someone else's presence. Okay? And I don't think Rose can handle that on a conscious, because especially since the headphones are on her head and that big old medallion right in between. They said that when I was growing up, they said that the heart was on the left side of your body. Now they're saying that it's in the middle. And there's a green amulet right there. Let that woman go for her heart desires. Okay? And Jack, let's read this out. Jack, it says definitely not, no, bad outcome, decline. The answer is no. Stop. Do not continue. Not the right time. If you are making a decision, the answer is no. Will not make you happy. Will not make you happy. It says the answer is no. The answer is no, period. Will not make you happy, exclamation point. This is not the time to take action. Jack, let it go. Let it go. And you got this, the fortune teller ball. Let it go. Because the eyes is closed even. Jack, there is something about Rose that you can't see. There's something about Rose that you can't see, and you gotta let this iceberg sink the ship, unfortunately. And at the bottom we have rare chance, expected luck, blue moon. It reads, you're about to get a rare chance. Something extraordinary is coming your way. This opportunity did not come around, does not come. Okay, I think that's supposed to be does not, but it says don't come around. These opportunities don't come around too often. Grab hold of it. You will be happy you did it. Blue moon. So what this is saying is that, yes, there may be feelings of sadness. There may be feelings of, all those feelings that are on the opposite spectrum of happy and peace and coexistence and, kumbaya and all that stuff. Yeah, it's so hard to say goodbye to all the yesterdays before this present moment, whenever this present moment is activated. I don't know if there's much more. You know what? Matter of fact, since we got the blue moon, let's go to the moon oracle. Ooh, The end of a tough cycle. Full moon in Capricorn. No, this is a very beautiful sigh of relief. Jack, let's start with you. You deserve releasing. Jack is releasing. And on to Rose. Look at the bigger picture. That's all we can ask you, Rose, regardless of where it is that you are heading, where it is you are going back to, and especially with it being a Sagittarius, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. Once Sagittarius, the arrow is going up. Sagittarius feels like it's up from there. Okay? Now let's just hope that it don't be up there. And it's something that you don't want to be up there and that it gets stuck too long up there. You know, if that arrow come back down, it's just gonna give you a chance to boomerang shot it somewhere. Okay. Look at the bigger picture, regardless of where you're going, Rose. Look at the bigger picture, because wherever you're heading, like I said, you may stay there. You may stay there. Or you may go there and realize you need to, reevaluate how you perceive things. Okay. And at the bottom for you both, a fiery climax is approaching. Full moon in Aries. Full moon in Aries, full moon in Capricorn, blue moon, which is a full moon. Rare chance. So what we should receive from this tale of love, those of us who are the audience, okay, who has simply stayed around to, slowly sip on our tea and, root on either side. As far as it goes for Rose and for Jack and this ship of theirs that has obviously collided into this iceberg or is about to collide into this iceberg. Yes, the conversation is going to be the tough cycle. But it is a chance for you two to have a united moment. Yeah, a united moment that will connect you two forever. But hopefully, if you go about it in a space of resilience, in a space of love and appreciation, so much will come from this. And you will be able to look back at these moments and smile. Because Aries, they focus on the future. They focus on their business, their coins, they stability, they everything. Now they do get a lot of hot-headed, but only if you take it there. So let's not take it there. And let's get on some Capricorn stuff. Okay, let's balance out the scales. I know we ain't got that, but let's balance out the scales. It can get hot-headed, but if we, do some Aries and, confront the situation, we can do some Capricorn in this and really get to the root of the issue, not waste any time, be respectable to each other, and not take any cheap shots. Because I'm telling you, with this Capricorn energy, either one of you decide to take a cheap shot without giving supporting answers of any supporting phrases, supporting energy to support your words, to support your cause. This shit could get ugly real quick. Okay, so let's keep it loving and keep it cute. Okay, rebels. We know we gonna do whatever we gonna do. But once again, remember, whatever it is that you choose to do is on you. And own your shit. Own up to it. Top card. It says slow down and take your time. There is no need to rush everything. There is no need to rush everything. It says everything. There is no need to rush everything. You are already doing your part. Trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. I'm dead serious. In divine timing. Yeah, that was just a silent prayer. That was a moment. That was a moment of silence. for all this together and apart. Oh, okay. So I am heading over to part 3. Those of you who would like to join over for part 3 to see what's coming next. What's coming next after all of this? Oh, we are about to reach dock. I will see y'all there, and if not, and if this is where we depart, blessings and fortunes and whatever else it is that you need, pray over it, over yourself. I'm even gonna give you a shaker. Look at that glitter. I don't like glitter, but look at that. Look at that. That just seems so peaceful. Okay, everything glitters ain't gold. That's not gold. But handle your business. Be honest. I'm telling you, that's the best advice I give. Be honest and be truthful to yourself and realize who it is that you are talking to when you are being honest and truthful to yourself. And some things you just may need to be silent about. But watch out, because even silence as omission is a lie. So know what's necessary, know what's uncalled for, proceed how you need to proceed, and good luck to you. Go Rebels!